Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I would like to share with you an interesting game played between Janis Klavins and Mikhail. The game was played in 1954 in Riga at Latvian Championship. For those who do not know, Janis Klavins was a Latvian chess master who won the Latvian Chess Championship in 1952. Now, without further ado, let's go for the game and see what happened on the board. Klavins opened up with e4 and c5 by Tal. Mikhail goes for Sicilian defense, knight f3, d6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4. We have the open Sicilian, knight f6, knight c3 and g6. Tal is choosing the Dragon variation, against which Janis Klavins chose the Levenfish attack and responded with f4. A very sharp line named after Russian Grandmaster Grigory Levenfish. The f-pawn is coming to support the e-pawn in order to go for e5 and attack black knight. That's why Tal acted against that threat, played knight c6. We have the exchange of knights on c6 square, and once the defender is removed, we have e5, knight d7, e takes d6, e takes d6, bishop e3, queen e7, queen d2, white is preparing castling queenside, knight f6, white castles queenside, and a mistake by Mikhail Tal, bishop g7. The problem with this bishop g7 is that probably Mikhail Tal miscalculated and thought that queen takes d6 can't be played because in that case white can lose his bishop. But actually, instead of bishop g7, it was better first to play bishop e6. If needed at any moment, black can bring his rook on d8. Also, the light-squared bishop can successfully cover the royal family from all sorts of attacks. And if bishop d4, once the queen's path is blocked, only now black can develop his kingside bishop. But in our game, after castling queenside, we have bishop g7 straight away, to which Janis Klavins answered with a very aggressive move, and he captured on d6. Yes, guys, he's allowing Mikhail Tal to win the bishop on e3, and Tal responded with queen takes e3. Moreover, white is allowing black to win that piece with a check, king b1. And now you will see that actually this bishop was poisoned, and Mikhail Tal will pay a very high price for winning a piece. Right now, white is threatening queen d8 checkmate. That's why black responded with bishop d7. Well, instead of bishop d7, according to the engine, queen b6 is a better choice, although even in this case, black won't save this position. And then the knight is coming. Yes, black's position is hopeless. In our game, we have bishop d7 and bishop b5. White is both attacking the pawn on c6 and also is freeing the rook's path. The threat is rook e1. This jump with the bishop on b5 is a standard idea in Sicilian defense, although calm bishop c4 could have been better. But in our game, we have bishop b5, queen b6. Well, the problem with this bishop b5 is that black could give away his queen for a bishop and a rook, although even in this case, black won't manage to save this position. White should win. In our game, after bishop b5, we have queen b6. Now comes rook e1 check, king d8, and bishop takes c6. White is using the fact that the bishop is pinned, rook b8. Black is creating a direct mating threat, but now comes queen e7 check, king c7, and rook takes d7 check. Now if knight takes d7, then queen takes d7 checkmate. That's why Tal played king c8 and bishop b5. The bishop is coming to harass black king from a6 square. After luring away black queen, white can checkmate black king, but actually white is missing mate in 4. Knight b5 could have won faster. If rook b7, then knight d6 check, and then rook takes b7. Yes, guys, this is a total destruction, and black king is getting checkmated. In our game, after king c8, as I've already mentioned, Janis Klavins played bishop b5, and after rook b7, rook takes b7, queen takes b7, queen takes b7 check. Finally, Mikhail Tal resigned. Now if king takes b7, then rook e7 check is coming, and then white can win one more pawn, and it's over. This is an endgame where white has 3 extra pieces, a very active position, and the game is over. That's why after queen takes b7 check, Tal resigned. A nice attack by Janis Klavins, who successfully managed to make use of Mikhail Tal's mistake, and by going for a very impressive piece sacrifice, he managed to organize a devastating attack and won the game. Thanks for watching, only please don't get angry with me that I published a game where the magician from Riga lost. It happens to the best of us, and in my next videos I will publish more victorious games by the 8th World Chess Champion.